Hey guys, Ryan here, the Backcountry Dad. Every Overlander obsesses over the rig, the tires, the suspension, which tent you got, recovery gear. But I have found with a family of 5, there's 5 items that are highly underrated and nobody's talking about. Stay tuned and I'll go through each item, and I guarantee on your next trip into the backcountry, you'll have them with also. Okay, item number 1. It's so small and so cost effective, I can fit it in my pocket, and here's a pack of 30 of them. They are tire valve covers, right? Just the plastic ones. These ones have like a little rubber fitting inside to help protect everything. Now, I highly recommend just the plastic ones. Now, you can get these off of Amazon for like $6. And I just toss them in the center console and they're there always. But again, I highly recommend just plastic ones. I have found that I got some really cool ones, some metal ones that had like a design on it and stuff like that. I went out towards the winter time, found out that they freeze. They got frozen to the valve stem, and I was out there on the side of the road with numb fingers and a lighter trying to heat it up enough to get it off. So if these get stuck, you can literally just break them right off because they're plastic, right? But super cost effective. You could buy a whole little packet, throw it in your truck, and never have to worry about it again. Sometimes I don't put them back on after I fill up air because I have all the kids and the wife and everyone inside. So it's pretty big rush sometimes, like fill up the air, get in the truck, go, and then get some food on the way, get home, get cleaned up. So the last thing I'm thinking about is putting a plastic cap back on. So just get a little package of them and you'll never go wrong. On to the next item. Okay, little scenario for this next item, a little scenario. You are out on the trail, you get to a point where you want to get out, whether you're going on for a hike, you're fishing, just having lunch, and you're out of your truck or your rig for quite a while. You get back in your rig and it is ripping hot in there. Your steering wheel is 140 degrees, your kids' car seats are on fire, the metal portion of your seatbelt buckle burns people, and it's just not fun going back in. When you're out there in the backcountry, generally at higher elevations, the sun's more intense, it's going to be hotter, and a way to solve that, a very cost-effective, cheap way to do it, is just to get a sunshade for your windshield and throw it up there. I have got one, it's probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years old now. And I think at the time it was like $15 because I wanted a cool looking American flag that matched the rest of the truck. But you can get these for like $5. You can get them all the way through. You can spend as much money as you want. But it's extremely easy to just throw that up there and then get the temperature down inside the truck. Also, you're shopping or whatever, you can throw it up there. It keeps people from looking into your vehicle and seeing all the other cool stuff we have inside. Mine is one of not the accordion style. It folds up like a tent. So here it is right here. Okay, just take it and it just boom, and I throw it next to my passenger seat. Just tuck it in there and that's where it stays. Extremely easy to reduce the temperature of your vehicle, extremely easy to pack, and it's cost effective and nobody's talking about it. All right, on to the next item. Let's go. All right, for this next item, and this can be specifically mostly for dads who can relate to this, but have you ever been to camp? You have the tailgate down, you trying to get everything organized, you're trying to set up camp, you're trying to put up the stove, you're trying to get the sleeping bags going, and you're just doing it on a tailgate. And stuff's falling, stuff's unorganized. A great way to solve that and many other problems is this, the cheapy Walmart table. And yeah, I know it's dirty. I haven't cleaned it yet from the last trip, but this thing has been substantial help in the backcountry. It gives us obviously a place to eat. It gives us a place to put things. I like to set up the camp kitchen where I have kind of like an L shape with using my tailgate in conjunction with this. And it just works out. It's extremely light. I want to say this thing is like maybe 5 pounds. It packs up very easy. They do make mounting systems and stuff like that where you can put it on your rack and have it slide in and out. I haven't personally gotten one yet. It's in the works. But generally, I just fold it up and just put it in the back of the truck. This thing has been used and abused. It has bounced around. It's got scrapes all over it, and it just continues to work. And yeah, it's just been a great asset. Even when you're packing up camp, you can lay the sleeping bags out, roll them up, or stuff it. It has so many different uses. I've cut fish on it. It's just been great. But a cheap Walmart table, it doesn't need to be anything crazy fancy. I know that there's companies out there of just a table where they're asking for $300, $400, $500, and it still got 4 legs and a top. Like, I don't understand, but a table is a table, guys. Unless you're trying to support the weight of your vehicle on top, you don't need anything crazy expensive to have a nice meal with your family around the table in the backcountry. Yeah, so there is the next item, and we'll talk about the next one here in just a second. Let's go. Okay, for this next item, I have gone through several different types. I've had very expensive ones. I've had extremely bright ones. Yes, I'm talking about a headlamp. I've had all kinds. This one here is an Energizer. I also think I got this from Walmart. I've had several types of this same model over and over again. They are wonderful. This takes a couple, or actually 3 AAA batteries, and it just works. It has one button in the middle. It has red. It has a main light, and then it's off. That's it. And a great headlamp goes a very long way. Yes, I have expensive lights that do area lighting for the whole camp, for like I'm cooking and things like that. But if you're out in the backcountry and it's nighttime and you need to get underneath your truck, those expensive lights don't really do the job correctly. You need some headlamp stuff, or hey, you need to get out of the tent and just take a leak kind of thing. Or you're just doing small things. You don't want to wake up everyone at camp or something. A headlamp is huge. It's beneficial. And it just helps out. Hopefully my camera doesn't fall. The wind's kicking up. But you want to have a red one too. If you're looking around through your tent stuff, it doesn't ruin your night vision, your eyeball night vision. But they're just awesome. I can't say enough about this. I think this thing right here, if I remember correctly, I got this years ago, was like $15, and I'm pretty sure it was Walmart. It's just an Energizer one. I've had Night Eyes. I've had some expensive ones from REI. They just don't compare to a $15 headlamp for some reason to me. So yeah, a headlamp. It'll do wonders in the backcountry. It'll be there when you need it. I keep this in my center console at all times, and it just stays there, and everyone can grab it and use it. The kids all have their own, and then the wife has her own as well. But I keep this one right in the center console. So, yep, not going to go too much into a flashlight. It makes things bright when it's dark, pretty much. But a good headlamp, a good cheap one, will work out. Cool. Okay, so the last of the 5 items, and they're not in any particular order. I think I should have probably said that beforehand, is either a portable air compressor or an air compressor like I have in the engine compartment, an ARB twin air compressor. To go into the backcountry and to, regardless if you have a Subaru or a Toyota or a Jeep, if you air down your tires, right, not all the way to 0, and I'll have another video, and there's plenty of videos out there on YouTube of the correct tire pressures, but if you air down, it's going to make the backcountry more enjoyable, hitting the washboard roads and the Vire roads and things like that. So this one right here is called Fantic. I keep wanting to say Fatnik. You just turn it on, and then you set the pressure, the tire pressure you want, and then boom, it just automatically goes, and then turns off when it reaches the desired pressure. It's pretty simple. On a full charge, I can do normal size tires. I can do all 4. Once you upgrade to 35s, this thing will probably do like 2.5 tires. I primarily use this one now for just filling up our paddle boards, bike tires, and things like that, for additional accessories that we bring in the backcountry. For the tires now, I do use my ARB twin compressor. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say, oh, I only use this thing. That's not correct. I start with this. I started with something like this, and then upgraded eventually. But this thing is still stays in my truck at all times. It stays in the side compartment of my lightener rack, and it's just great to have. Even if you're not into off-roading or anything like that, being able to top off your tire pressure is a peace of mind. You know, this company makes a couple different models of this. We do have a smaller one for my wife's Bronco, and then we have one for our Can-Am, which is it's a much smaller version, about this big. But it has a flashlight on that one, and you can charge things off of it. So if you're in a pinch, you can use it to charge your phone or something like that in the backcountry. But great peace of mind, great piece of gear. Highly recommend it. This is on the a little bit more expensive side. I know all my other items have been like I don't know, under $40 essentially. This one, if I remember correctly, and I'll double check, but I want to say it was like 150 bucks, right? But that $150 is a peace of mind for everyone in the backcountry. It's highly underrated for a portable air compressor, being able to not just fill up tires, but fill up other things in the backcountry. That's why I added it to the list. And then I have one more bonus item that I'm going to talk about. So just give me a second and we'll get there. All right. Okay. The very last item, the bonus item, if you will, that I'm going to talk about is actually my phone. I'm filming with my phone. I filmed all of this content today with my phone. I did have the plan of bringing out some of the GoPros and doing this B-roll and adding extra scenes and things like that to make it more cinematic for YouTube. But as I was doing this, I was like, hey, I really want to talk about my phone. Why don't I just film it all on my phone, and then we'll talk about it later. So the most underrated item for any Overlander, anybody going to the backcountry, whether you're in a truck or you're on your foot doing a backpack adventure, you're going anywhere. If you're leaving your house, the number one item is your phone. It is your lifeline. Most of the phones now, they can connect to the Starlink with the phone plan. You can at least send a text message out for help. And besides the help factor, you can document your trip with your phone. Document all your memories. You can look up where you're going and do all the crazy stuff from your phone. You have an advanced computer in your pocket. That is the most underrated thing you can have. There are apps out there that you can add to your phone that will add to your experiences, not just Google Maps or Instagram or the YouTube. You can download the entire first aid app from whoever and have that. So if you're out and somebody gets hurt, you could just look up, oh, I got this going on. You put in the search and bam, it tells you what to do. You can look up how to fix your car. You can look up how to properly air up your car. You can look up everything from your phone and save it there. So if you do have no signal, then you can use your phone again and just look up the library. Like I said, I'm going to beat a dead horse going over this, but your phone is your most underrated tool of all. You can have all the bells and whistles of the truck. You can have the best tent. You can have the best suspension, recovery gear. But if you have no way to call out, then, oh well. I have comms in the truck too, but if there's nobody out there with me, I'm going solo. I got to rely on my phone. So thanks for watching, guys. This is just a quick video on the 5 most underrated items for overlanding, plus one extra. Again, my shirts are on not really on sale, but they're for sale through my Instagram link. The first $500 is going to help kids. Right now I'm at like $200-ish. So once I get that $500 mark, it'd be exceptional to be able to send that check to that organization. And I haven't really decided which organization to go with yet. I want to make sure that they're trustworthy, they're helping out the kids, and they're doing what they say they're going to do. So I have a little bit of research, but I know for 100% fact, $500, the first $500 is going to go help kids in need in our area. So if anybody has any suggestions out there for the Treasure Valley area or anywhere else for that matter, let me know and I'll take a look at them, do some research and see if that's a good fit for who we are as a family and what we're trying to do. So again, thanks for watching, guys. The Backcountry Dad. Have a good one.